You lose your wonder when you stop having curiosity. Yes, you lose your wonder when you stop having curiosity. And you see, it's important that you maintain curiosity. And you see, curiosity can help you move from complexity to simplicity. Great evening, guys. Thank you so very much for joining us again on another exciting Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. Yes, I am Mr. Upgrade, and I'm super excited. Super excited to be here again for another interesting Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. And on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade, we basically get to do four things. Yes. Number one, we get to take your questions. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to send in the questions and we'll gladly take them. Number two, we get to share with you the Upgrade Mastery tip for the week. And for this week, the Upgrade Mastery tip is curiosity. Yes, curiosity is what we're going to be looking at this week. And there's so much to unpack on this conversation on curiosity. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. I encourage you to stay to the very end. Number three, we get to connect, network, and bond because we understand that in the world that we live in today, connecting, networking, and bonding is very, very key and very critical, right? So we don't take that lightly here. We encourage people to connect, to network, and to bond because people from all across the world get to watch the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. And number four, we get to have fun. Yes. We got to have fun while we do this because we strongly believe that if learning is not fun, there is no learning at all. So we got to have fun while we do all that we do on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. And if you've been here before, you already know how this is. And if this is your first time, we want to appreciate you for joining. Thank you so very much. Let us know in the comment that this is your very first time of joining the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. And we will reach out to you in the comment and send a special gift over to you for joining us for the first time. We have a special first time package for those who join us for the very first time. Now, on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade, we always begin with our basic 5 questions. While we wait for you to send in your questions that you may want to ask, we also begin with our basic 5 questions that would help you to understand the conversation. These questions help us lay the foundation upon which every other thing we do is going to be built, right? So we're going to begin with our basic 5 questions right about now, and then we'll get into the gist. So question number 1. What is curiosity? They say that curiosity killed the cat. What exactly is curiosity? You see people say, oh, this person is so curious. This person has so much curiosity. What exactly is that word, curiosity? And we always try to bring you definitions that you probably would never find anywhere, but only from the Upgrade side of life. So, what is curiosity? Tell me in the comments. What is curiosity? What comes to your mind when you hear the word curiosity? What is it that it evokes in you? What comes to your mind when you hear the word curiosity? Tell me about it. I like to know what comes to mind. What comes to mind when you hear curiosity? What does it resonate for you? What is that thing that it makes you just think about when you hear the word curiosity? Now, see this, guys. Curiosity is a driving desire to learn, to know, to experience something new, novel, or uncertain. That, my friend, is curiosity. I'll say that again, right? Curiosity, it is a driving desire to learn, to know, to experience something new, novel, or uncertain. That is curiosity. So when you say somebody has curiosity, which means the person has a driving desire to want to learn, to want to know, to want to experience something that is new, that is novel, or that is uncertain. Right? So curiosity is not a bad thing. In fact, curiosity helps to breed innovation. It helps to breed creativity. Why? Because you have this desire to learn, to know, and to experience. Are you getting this? This is curiosity. Now, question number 2, who is responsible for curiosity? Now we know what curiosity is. Who then is responsible for curiosity? The answer is simple. You are responsible for curiosity. The curiosity you have or the curiosity you lack is entirely up to you, right? So you must develop that innate curiosity. You want to know, you want to learn, you want to experience. You must channel it right because you need curiosity. Yes, you need curiosity. And we're going to explain more in detail as we make progress in this conversation because you need curiosity. You see, some of the things that you've achieved in your journey so far was because of the level of curiosity you had. Yes, the level of curiosity you had. That's why you've been able to do the things you've done. Question number 3. Why curiosity? Now, we know what curiosity is. We know who's responsible. Now, why curiosity? Why do we have to talk about curiosity? Why curiosity? I'll tell you 3 reasons why curiosity. Number 1, the desire to learn. See, nobody has that desire to learn like somebody who has curiosity. It just wants to know. It just wants to learn. That desire to learn is the hallmark of curiosity. Desire to learn. What is this? I want to know about this. I want to learn about this. That desire to learn is the first thing about curiosity. The second thing about curiosity is the desire to know. Right? I desire to know. You know, even Mary told the angel, how shall this thing be, since I know not a man? You see, Mary developed curiosity. But you see, the backstory of Mary is the fact that for years, decades, Hannah has been praying. Simon has been praying. So Mary already had back end of prayer cover for what she encountered. But even with that, Mary still had curiosity and asked the angel, how shall this thing be, seeing that I know not a man? And the truth is, for every curiosity you have, it will be met with a response. The angel said, the power of the highest shall overshadow you. Are you getting this? So for every curiosity you have, there's always a response for that curiosity. Mary asked a question, the angel responded. Are you getting this? So why curiosity? Number 1, the desire to learn. Number 2, the desire to know. Number 3, the desire to experience. See this, guys. With curiosity, you get to experience things you never had experienced before, whether good or bad. With curiosity, you get new experiences. You get new experiences because you are curious. You learn, you know, you experience. All of these are reasons why curiosity. So 3 reasons why curiosity: desire to learn, desire to know, desire to experience. Now, question number 4. What are the benefits of curiosity? What do you stand to gain when you have curiosity? What are the benefits of curiosity? I'll tell you 3 benefits of curiosity. Number 1, knowledge. See, because of your desire to know, the desire to learn, the desire to experience, you would gain knowledge. So curiosity equips you with knowledge. There's a certain level of knowledge you will never gain if you are not a person of curiosity. Are you getting this? So you gain knowledge through curiosity. So you see, Moses never really understood how God operates until he saw the burning bush. He probably read about God or heard about God, but when he encountered the burning bush, the story of Moses and God did not remain the same again. To the point where Miriam and Aaron were accusing Moses at the time, and God told them that, see, to you, I reveal myself through dreams and vision, but to Moses, I speak to him face to face. Moses was on another level with God. That God had to say about Moses, of all the men in the earth, Moses is the meekest. But this Moses encounter started with the curiosity about the burning bush. That's where it all started for Moses. And Moses gained so much knowledge about God, to the point that God's handwritten commandment was given to Moses. The first benefit of a curiosity is knowledge. There are things you get to have knowledge of as a result of your curiosity. The second benefit of curiosity is awareness. The certain level of awareness you now attain as a result of the curiosity. You arrive at the level of awareness as a result of the curiosity. So you become aware of who you are, of your environment, of people, because of curiosity. You gain awareness. You're no longer blindsided by people. You gain awareness because of curiosity. The third benefit of curiosity is there's an encounter. There's an encounter. Moses encountered the burning bush. His life never remained the same. With curiosity, it brings about encounter. Right? When Paul, on his way to Damascus, had the encounter with the light, Paul said, "What would you have me do, Lord?" That changed everything for him. What would you have me do? Encounter. Are you getting this? So you must understand this, guys. Very critical. You understand this. 3 benefits of curiosity: knowledge, awareness, encounter. Now, when is the best time for you to have curiosity? When is the best time for you as a person to have curiosity? I'll say this over and over and over. The last best time for curiosity was yesterday. The next best time for you to have curiosity is now. Now is the best time for you to have curiosity. Yes, now, this moment. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, not later, but now. Now is the moment for you to have curiosity. Right about now. Right about now. Now is the moment for you to have curiosity. And you see this, guys. Curiosity is like an itch. You know, when you have an itch, you need to scratch it like that itch that only scratching can solve. So it means only being curious, it solves some certain kind of problems in your life just by being curious. Just by being curious. So it means when you are not curious, there's some things you will never get answers to. There's some things you never get answers to when you're not curious. So this is why it's time for you to activate curiosity in your life. Activate curiosity. Activate curiosity. And let me break down curiosity for you, because there's so many things I need to break down so that you can really understand this before we get into other parts of this conversation. Curiosity. Curiosity. The C in curiosity is a challenge. You see, curiosity always challenges you. It brings a challenge before you, or it makes you become aware of a challenge. You know, Moses have always seen the bush, but on that day, he saw the bush burning, yet the bush wasn't being burnt. That was a challenge. How is that even possible? Like, how's that possible? The bush is on fire, but the bush is not being burnt. How's that possible? That was a challenge. And he went closer to see, and the rest is history. The truth is this, guys. Curiosity will always begin with a challenge. Like, why is this thing like this? Curiosity, the challenge. Why do we have to keep doing things the same way? Curiosity is a challenge. Why does things have to remain status quo? The challenge. Why can't things be different? Is the challenge. So you see, curiosity begins with a challenge. So you see, the person who has curiosity always has the way it challenges the status quo. You always have a way it ruffles feathers. Why? Because curiosity begins with a challenge. Why this? Why that? Challenge. So the C in curiosity is challenge. Why do we always have to do X, Y, Z? Can't it be A, B, C? Challenge. Curiosity always starts with a challenge. The U in curiosity is unique. Now, if you look at everything around you, all the things that have made you curious were unique. They were not basic. They were not like everything else. They were unique. Burning bush was unique. Perhaps if it wasn't the burning bush, Moses' attention would not have been drawn to it. It was unique because he has seen bush burn before, and then suddenly a bush was burning and the bush wasn't burnt. That was unique. So you see, for curiosity, there's always something unique. Always something unique. And you know, as a person, you must be able to inspire curiosity in others when they see you because there's something unique about you. I tell this to people all the time. Always remember that you are different, you are special, you are unique. And because you are different, you're special, you're unique, you should be able to incite curiosity in others when they see you. When people encounter you, they should be curious about you. The aura of your uniqueness should make them curious about you. Who's this guy? Who's this girl? Why? Because you are unique. Tell people this. You should stand out, be outstanding, and become the standard. I'll say that again. You should stand out, be outstanding, and then become the standard. Why? Because you are unique. You're not like everybody else. That's why you have a unique iris, a unique fingerprint, a unique DNA, because you're not like everybody else. So your uniqueness elicits curiosity in others. Like, wow, who's this? Who's that girl? La, 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 la. Why? You are unique. So it makes others curious. Not like everybody else. You know, I often say this, that when people tell you you only count because you fit in, you should be held accountable for teaching counterfeiting. You don't count because you fit in, because you should stand out, be outstanding, and remain the standard because you are unique. That is what we elicit, and evoke curiosity in others about you because you are unique. So the you in curiosity is unique. You are unique. You must, when people see you, be curious about you because of how unique you are. The arrow in curiosity is a risk. You see, when you're embarking on the curiosity journey, it's a risk. What you find out, what you get to know is a risk. You're coming out of your comfort zone. See, the truth is this: nobody can be curious in their comfort zone. Let that sink in. Nobody can be curious in their comfort zone. So coming out of your comfort zone is the risk you have to take because of your curiosity. You see, Moses was just grazing his flock when he saw the bush burning. At that point, he left his flock and went towards the burning bush. He left his comfort and went towards the burning bush. And then he heard a voice, "Take off your sandals, for where you are standing is a holy ground." See this, guys. Curiosity is a risk, but it's a risk worth taking. Are you getting this? It's a risk that is worth taking. Curiosity is a risk. You see, the I in curiosity is imagination. The first I is imagination. Curiosity, curiosity blows your mind. It wows your imagination. How can a bush be burning and the bush is not born? I only see this in my imagination. That's what curiosity can do for you. It wows your imagination. Curiosity gives you an image, not leave your mind. It gives you an image that cannot leave your mind. It gives you a picture that you have to think about. It works on your imagination. Moses saw the bush burning. He just couldn't leave it. How is this possible? How? Imagination. So curiosity wows your imagination. How did this happen? How can they make this work? Your imagination is wowed. That's curiosity. That's curiosity. And we say often that the best nation anyone could live in is not America, it's not Dubai, it's not Canada. It's imagination, image nation. And curiosity keeps you as an active resident of imagination. The O in curiosity is opportunity. With every curiosity you're engaging, you see opportunity you never saw before. Moses always wanted to help his people. That's why he killed one Egyptian and fled. But now, with this curiosity of the burning bush, the opportunity again came, and God says, now I'm sending you back to Pharaoh to tell Pharaoh to let my people go. The opportunity to become the deliverer, which he had tried to become, and he killed an Egyptian and fled. Now that opportunity has come back again because of the curiosity. So with curiosity, there's opportunity. Opportunity is lying embedded in that curiosity. There's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity there in that curiosity. Are you getting this? Right? And then the S in curiosity is style. Curiosity has a style. It's unique. It has a style. It has a style. See, if you notice the things that you have been curious about, you see that the style is always different. The style is always different. Why? Because curiosity has a style. Seth Godin talks about this in the book Purple Cow. And he said that if you're seeing a group of cows walking down on the street or in an alley, and then amongst them is one that is purple, you notice that purple cow because of the style is different from the others. That's the same thing about curiosity. It has a style. It has a style. Right? The other I in curiosity is impression. Curiosity makes an impression, both on you, both on others. Curiosity makes an impression. That was the impression that Moses had. Like, how is a bush burning and the bush is not burnt? It's an impression. It's an impression. I remember the old saying that first impression matters a lot. Curiosity creates impression. Curiosity creates an impression. I told you about Seth Godin, Purple Cow. Impression. Impression. The second I in curiosity is impression. It's an impression it makes on you. Like, wow, what is this? How is this possible? It's an impression. It's an impression it makes on you. The T in curiosity, thinking. Curiosity always gets you thinking. You're curious. That's why they say curiosity killed the cat. Always thinking, what next? How is it possible? Curiosity causes you to think. It causes you to think. And this time you're thinking outside the box. In fact, you're thinking like there is no box. You know, they say think outside the box. I tell people, no, think like there is no box, because thinking outside the box, you're still confined to the box. Think like there's no box. And curiosity helps you to think like there is no box. Thinking. is activated through curiosity. Your thinking is activated through curiosity, right? And then the why in curiosity is you. Whether you like it or not, you are supposed to be a curious being. Yes, you were designed with curiosity. God made you one who should be curious, right? So you see, a child, a baby, is naturally curious about things. So see that one of the wirings you came to the world with is curiosity. But guess what? While you are in the world, you are reprogrammed out of curiosity. Right? You came into this world naturally with curiosity, but you are rewired in the world out of curiosity into conformity. That's why scripture says in Romans 12:2 that be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So you came into this world as a baby with so much curiosity, and then life starts to rewire and reprogram you into conformity. So you don't ask questions. No, you don't challenge the status quo. You just accept everything as it is. You swallow it hook, line, and sinker. Why? Because you are now reprogrammed for conformity. See this. You are wired naturally, according to God's original design, to have curiosity. So you see, among babies, they are always curious, always asking questions, always trying to want to know, always wanting to learn. We see over time, they start to beat them. So they beat the curiosity out of them. And now the child is timid, always saying, yes, sir, yes, ma, no longer curious. That's why I tell you that your original programming is curiosity, but you were reprogrammed for conformity. You were reprogrammed for conformity. And today is a beginning for you to reprogram yourself back to your original programming. Back to being curious. Back to having curiosity. Back to having the desire to know, to learn, and to experience. Back to the original design. See this, guys. There are three things about curiosity. Three things about curiosity I want you to know. 1, motivational. 2, explorational. And 3, understanding. Let me explain. When it comes to curiosity, you have a certain level of motivation to want to know, to want to learn, to want to experience. So you see, you have this desire. So curiosity inspires motivation. Because you are curious, you are motivated. Are you getting this? Because you are curious, you have the motivation. Why people are looking for motivation? Curiosity fuels your motivation. Curiosity fuels your motivation. Number 2, explorational. With curiosity, you want to explore. Where does this go? How does this happen? Where does this lead? You want to explore because of curiosity. It's explorational. You don't sit still. You want to explore because of curiosity. This can be used positively or negatively. It's up to you. Because you see how some people have been curious about vices and they've explored several vices. And there have been people who have been curious about virtues and they've also explored several virtues. Like I said, the problem is not curiosity. The problem is you, what you are doing with your curiosity. Because these things about curiosity would always remain. You'll be motivated. There's motivational. You'll be exploring. There's explorational. And then you'll be gaining understanding, which is the third thing, understanding. Now that you're curious, you now gain certain level of understanding you never had before until you became curious. So there are things you will never know until your curiosity kicks in. I'll say that again. There are things you will never know until your curiosity kicks in. So curiosity helps you gain understanding. You understand people, places, and things better when you have curiosity about people, places, and things. Are you getting this? So 3 things about curiosity: motivational, explorational, and understanding. So which means with curiosity, you are motivated. With curiosity, you want to explore. With curiosity, you gain understanding. Now see this, guys. There are 2 traits. 2 traits of curiosity. And when you see these 2 traits, you know that this person has curiosity. 2 traits of curiosity. Number 1, inquisitive. Number 2, interest. Anyone who has curiosity has these 2 traits: inquisitive and interest. Inquisitive, wanting to know, wanting to learn, wanting to discover. Inquisitive. And then the interest. Until I know, I won't give up. Until I know, I won't quit. Interest. These are 2 traits of curiosity. Inquisitive. You keep asking questions, keep wanting to know, keep trying to figure out. Inquisitive. And then the interest. I'm interested in this. Moses said, let me look again. Let me look again at the bush. How is it being burnt and it's not being burnt? Let me look again. Moses was inquisitive. Moses had interest. And when he drew closer, he heard the voice. Take off your shoes, for where you are standing is the holy ground. See this, guys. Anyone who has curiosity, you always see these 2 traits: inquisitive, interest. You see, when people don't have interest, when people are not inquisitive, that's the sign they don't have curiosity. That's the sign. You can't fight it. That's the sign. You can also blame them. They just don't have curiosity. Because if they do have curiosity, they'll be inquisitive. If they do have curiosity, they will have interest. Is this making sense? Are you learning something from this? The one goal of curiosity is the desire to gain knowledge. Yes, that's the one goal of curiosity, the desire to gain knowledge. So the moment Moses looked at the bush, he wanted to find out more. And then in finding out more, he encountered God. Are you getting this? If he had looked at the bush and walked away, he would never have encountered God. So the goal of curiosity is the desire to gain knowledge. Moses said, let me look again at this site. And in going to look again, he heard God's voice. Are you getting this? Now, curiosity poses the question, why? Why? Anyone who has curiosity always have the question, why? Why? It's curiosity. Curiosity. Why? Why? No wonder Simon Sinek wrote a book and he captured it, start with why. So to be curious, it starts with why. Moses looked at the burning bush and in his mind, why is this happening? Why is the bush burning, but the bush is not burnt? Why? Curiosity poses the question, why? Moses saw the burning bush and his curiosity kicked in. I pray for you watching this today that your curiosity will kick in. Yes, your curiosity will kick in and your life will never remain the same again. Just like Moses' life never remained the same after his curiosity kicked in. Your curiosity will kick in this moment and your life will never remain the same again. Amen. See these guys. Now, 3 things that God used to get Moses' curiosity locked in. Number 1, the burning bush. Moses saw the bush burning. God said, yeah, gotten Moses' curiosity locked in. Yeah, stage 1. Number 2, Moses' rod became serpent. God told Moses, what's in your hand? He said, the rod. He said, drop it down. Moses put the rod down, and the rod became a serpent. And then Moses said, and God told Moses, pick up the rod again. And he picked it up, and it became a rod. That got Moses' curiosity locked in again. And then God told Moses again, put your hand in your bosom. And he did. And he brought it out, and he became leprous. And God said, put it back in your bosom. He put it in, and he brought it out. He became healed. These 3 things got Moses like his curiosity locked in for good. His curiosity locked in for good with these 3 things. See this. I told you this earlier, and I'll say it again so you can really understand this. Babies are naturally curious, but adults have lost all their curiosity. See, a full-grown person has no curiosity whatsoever. He's just going with the flow. And it's only dead fish that go with the flow. I'll say that again. It is only dead fish that go with the flow. You need to go against the tide, go against the current. Babies naturally have curiosity. They're trying out anything, asking questions, trying out everything, taking risks. That's babies for you. But adults have lost all their curiosity. They're following the status quo. They don't want to question the norm. They're conformed. That's why scripture tells us that we must be like little children. We must be like little children if we want to possess the kingdom. We must be like little children. Why? Because little children stay curious. Little children have curiosity. Adults don't. Then you notice that when Jesus was going to feed the multitudes, the 5,000 men, especially women and children, it was a little child, a little boy that brought his lunch. Are you telling me some other adults didn't have small things that they had with them? They did. But they couldn't think that the little thing they have could become what will produce the miracle. It was a little boy who, out of curiosity, said, I have my lunch, 5 loaves and 2 fishes. Here's it. Here's it. Curiosity. No wonder after they were done, there were 12 baskets left over. And I beg to say that Jesus told the disciples, carry the 12 baskets with the boy, take it to his house. He has earned it from his curiosity. From his curiosity. Why am I saying this? It's to let you know that you need to go back to being a child. You need to go back to activate curiosity in your life, regardless of your age. Regardless of your age. You don't outgrow curiosity. You don't. I'll say that again. You don't outgrow curiosity. You don't. Say, no, I'm too big for that. No, 1,000 times no. You're not too big to have curiosity. In fact, you are too small when you lack curiosity. You're too small when you lack curiosity. I told you earlier, children are naturally curious until they start to beat them. They start to beat the curiosity out of them. And then they become timid. They become shy. They conform. But naturally, children have curiosity. And you should be like those children. You should be like children that have curiosity. You see, adulthood rewires curiosity and activates passivity. They're just passive. There's no ginger. There's no energy. There's no life. Adulthood. People will say, oh, they are adulting. No matter your adulting, don't lose curiosity. In fact, the more adulthood play out, the more you should stay curious. Because adulthood rewires curiosity. It rewires it, it reprograms it, and then it activates passivity. You're just passive. It doesn't really matter. It's fine. I'm okay. No, you're not okay. You have lost curiosity. You're not okay. You are not okay. And this is why I tell you, do whatever it is in your power to not lose your curiosity. Do you get that? Do whatever it is in your power to not lose curiosity. Whatever it is, do it. You don't lose curiosity. You don't lose curiosity. No matter what, you don't lose your curiosity. See, there are 3 simple ways for you to nurture and maintain your curiosity. 3 simple ways. Number 1, be open to new ideas. You see, there are a lot of people who are shut out. They shut down new ideas before it even kicks off. They shut it down. When you behave like that, you are killing curiosity. Be open to new ideas. What's the worst that can happen? I tell people this all the time. You don't lose, you only learn. You don't lose, you only learn. So when you have that mentality that you don't lose, you only learn, it helps you to maintain your curiosity by being open to new ideas. They say ideas rule the world, but ideas come from those who are having curiosity. Come from those who are having curiosity. Number 2, be open to possibilities. There's so much that is possible through curiosity. So much that is possible. So much that is possible through curiosity. So stay open to possibilities. That's how you maintain curiosity. You know, the Wright brothers told their father, who was the bishop at the time, that man would fly. And their father told them it is impossible for man to fly. But the Wright brothers, they were open to possibility. And today, they changed transportation system forever because man can fly. Man can fly. Are you getting this? Open to possibilities. Open to possibilities. That's how you maintain curiosity. They didn't let the discouragement from their father weigh them down. They were open to the possibility that man will fly. And man did fly. The third way to maintain your curiosity is to be open to different thinking, to be open to think differently, to be open to think differently. Right? The telephone has existed thanks to Alexander Graham Bell. Telephone had existed, but when Steve Jobs looked at it and like, nah, this can be better. It was open to curiosity. And then mobile phones were redesigned forever. Apple became the number 1 mobile device at the time. Why? Curiosity. Was open to think differently. That's why the Apple slogan is think differently. That's all. Think differently. So 3 ways to maintain your curiosity. Be open to new ideas, be open to possibilities, and be open to thinking differently. See this. See this, guys. There are 3 things that anyone needs to survive and to thrive. They are not just survive, to thrive. 3 things you need to thrive in life. 3 things. Number 1, curiosity. Number 2, audacity. And number 3, capacity. These are 3 things that anyone needs to thrive in life. Curiosity, audacity, and capacity. But see how it plays out. It is the curiosity that leads to audacity. It is the audacity that builds capacity. You see, when David encountered Goliath, David was curious. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that is ranting? I'm going to deal with him. What will be given to the man who kills this guy? Like, this guy should not be standing. This guy is dead. Curiosity. That led to his audacity to ask what will be given to the one who kills this guy. What will be given? What's the reward on his head? What's the bounty on his head? What's the reward for taking out Goliath? I want to know that reward because I will take his head off his shoulder today. Prior to that time, Goliath had humiliated the armies of Israel for 40 days, coming out every time in the morning and insulting the armies of Israel. Bring me your best man. For 40 days, the army of Israel was jittery. They were shivering. When David showed up, he heard it. He said, today, his head will come off his shoulder. Today. Curiosity leads to audacity. And audacity builds capacity. David, with a sling and a stone, brought down Goliath, took Goliath's own sword, and cut off Goliath's own head, and lifted Goliath's head in his hand. Just like he said, I will give your bodies and your carcass to the birds of the air. Capacity. And then they wrote a song about David that Saul has killed his 1,000, but David has killed 10,000. Capacity. See, curiosity, it puts your brain into a more ready and efficient learning state. When you're curious, your brain is put into a more ready and efficient learning state. You're curious. You're curious. You're into your brain gets into a more ready and efficient learning state because you're curious. You want to know. You're curious. I told you this earlier, and I'll say it again. Curiosity is a big driver of why. David said, why is this guy insulting the army of Israel and no one has dealt with him? Why? Why? And he told Goliath, I come to you in the name of our gods, whom you have defiled. Whom you have defiled. Curiosity is a big driver of why. Why? Why? I see curiosity will lead to exploration. You explore a lot of things. Curiosity can also lead to exploitation. Because you are curious, you can be exploited. Yes, you can be exploited. Your curiosity can be exploited. Curiosity can also lead to you mastering a skill and developing the skill. Through curiosity, you can learn, develop, and master a skill through curiosity. Curiosity can increase your social bonding because you are curious about people, you are bonding with them. It can increase your social bonding through curiosity. I see curiosity can also be measured via risk and reward. What's the risk? What's the reward? See this, guys. Curiosity is a superpower. It is a superpower. You may not be Superman, but you have a superpower. And that superpower is curiosity. You getting this? Your own superpower is curiosity. And you see, curiosity is not about being smart. It's about thriving. So I told you to thrive in life. You need curiosity, audacity, capacity. Curiosity is not just, oh, you're smart. No. It's about you thriving. You're thriving because you're curious. You stay open. And you see, with curiosity, you're always asking why. You're always asking how. You're always asking what if. And you're always asking why not. Are you getting this? With curiosity, you're asking, why? How? What if? Why not? With curiosity. And you see, curiosity brings creative solutions and breakthroughs. Because you have curiosity, you will have creative solutions and breakthroughs. Because you keep thinking about it, you're brooding over it, you get to arrive at creative solutions and breakthroughs. See this, guys. You must learn this mantra I'm about to share with you. Stay humble, stay curious. I'll say that again. Stay humble, stay curious. It's something that you need to practice. Stay humble, but also stay curious. Don't neglect humility and don't neglect curiosity. See, curiosity makes you a better listener, a better partner, a better friend, and a better leader. That's what curiosity can make you. It makes you a better listener, a better friend, a better partner, and a better leader. So you see why you need to stay humble, stay curious. Yeah, tell yourself, I will stay humble, I will stay curious. See, people feel that they matter when you show curiosity about them. One of your core values should be that people matter. And people feel that they matter when you show curiosity about them. That's how they feel that they matter. Because you're showing curiosity towards them. That way they feel that they matter. Remember, it was never about what you say. It's all about how you make people feel. Never how you make people feel. That's what they will never forget, how you made them feel. And curiosity makes them feel that you matter when you show curiosity towards them. Are you getting this? When you show curiosity towards them, it makes them feel that they matter. And you see, curiosity helps you to counter confirmation bias. There are certain things you have bias about, or with curiosity, you go and research more. So it helps you to kill that confirmation bias that you may have had. It helps you counter confirmation bias. And trust me, we have a lot of confirmation bias, but curiosity helps you to counter it. It helps you to counter it. And see, curiosity views challenges and failures as opportunities. I told you, you don't lose, you only learn. You don't lose, you only learn. So curiosity helps you to view failures and challenges as opportunities. As opportunities. And curiosity helps you in getting into a flow state. That state of flow where you are just at your peak. You can do and undo at that state. Everybody have their state of flow. That moment where you feel best ready to do anything. That's your state of flow. Let's say you're a writer. You should know your state of flow when you pen down your best. So everybody has their state of flow. You get to understand this through curiosity about yourself. Then you can now know, by these times of the day, I'm in my flow state where everything I do turns out to good. So curiosity helps you to find your flow state and helps you live a more interesting and engaging and fulfilling life through curiosity. Your life is more interesting, it's more engaging, it's more fulfilling through curiosity. So you see, you do yourself a great disservice when you no longer have curiosity. a huge disservice you do to yourself when you no longer have curiosity. See this, guys. They say curiosity killed the cat. That was because the cat was exploring without caution. Curiosity doesn't mean you throw caution to the wind. No. No. If you're curious, you're also cautious. Yes. You're curious, you're also cautious. It's wisdom. Use your HQ. HQ. You see, there's something called the Pandora effect, right? The Pandora effect is when you are seeking information that causes you psychological harm, anxiety, or regret. It's the Pandora effect. I'm going all in to get information, but at the end of the day, that is causing you harm. It's causing you anxiety. It's causing you regret. It's a Pandora effect. Don't tread that path. No, you trace your step from that. Be curious, but be cautious. Are you getting this? Be curious, but be cautious. And you see this, guys. Curiosity is a trait. I told you. But it's also a state. It's a trait, which is a skill you can learn. It's also a state of mind, a flow that you can nurture and you can practice. You see, when we do this every Fridays and every Sundays, we've nurtured this. We practice this. So we know how to get ourselves in that state of flow. Keep getting this. See, when it comes to curiosity, you must learn to observe. You must learn to inquire. Moses saw the bush burning. He observed it. The bush is burning, but the bush is not burnt. And he said, let me go and inquire why. The rest is history. Are you getting this? When it comes to curiosity, observe, inquire. Observe, inquire. Like I told you, your special talent or your superpower is curiosity. So make the most of curiosity. Trust me, your life will take a shift once you activate curiosity. Trust me. If it doesn't shift, come back and tell me it didn't shift. Like if your life doesn't shift as you activate curiosity, come back and tell me that it didn't shift. Come back and tell me it didn't shift. Because I know your life would, your life would have a turnaround the moment curiosity is activated. Just like Moses, his life changed that day he had that encounter at the burning bush. The rest is history. The rest is history. That's the same way your life, now that you've watched this session on curiosity, your life takes a turnaround. And curiosity is activated for you now. Yes, curiosity is activated for you now. And your life takes a shift. This is the defining moment in your life because curiosity has been activated in your life. So, guys, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you who joined this conversation today. Thank you so very much. You are truly, truly amazing. And like I said, stay humble, stay curious. Guys, 3 things will happen for you in this new week. Yes, this new week you're entering now. By the way, it's a great week. It's a great month of September. 3 things will happen for you in this new week as you stay humble and stay curious. Number 1, increased voice of God. Number 2, open heavens over your life. And number 3, more angelic activities in all that you do. Remember, guys, share this with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and even your enemies. because you will just be helping them to encounter the upgrade effect. Like we always say, there's always more on the upgrade side of life. And that's why we encourage you that you leave good behind so that you can upgrade. And what better way for you to upgrade to activate curiosity? They say, stay humble, stay curious. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.